My friend Nicius, are you there?
Yes, I am there.
Oh, wonderful.
Well and alive.
Well and alive. That's a bit better than we are going to do in 2 hours from now, I assume, but for now, it's good enough. And I'm also, guys, I'm super happy that 217 people have waited with us throughout the last 50 minutes to get together and see the next matchup. Frontline versus Steppenwolf. And it's going to be a fun one. We've got Frontline from the Blockhouse Boomers versus Steppenwolf from the Mandarin Duck Squad, if I'm not switching up teams again, hopefully. Has happened today before. And I'm going to put you quickly into transition, and let's see if we can already fight the game. If not, I will just quickly fix the faces of the players. Frontline's game, we're looking good. Oh, and that's already an interesting matchup. And there we go. Russia versus India. So we see Russia from Steppenwolf in the west and in the east, Frontline with India. A matchup again as classic and old as time, I would say, almost. And there have been a lot of different takes on it, but I personally do think that India has a lot of good chances and scales better to something. So it's certainly, I would say it's in favor of India most of the time.
Yeah, defensive Agrafort is mostly the go-to, right?
No.
And you have two safe hunts, like the starting one, obviously, and then the one behind your base.
Yeah.
Can easily be hotted back. And the one in the north is mostly a little bit exposed, but can also be hotted back. So you have like 2.5 hunts that you have safe in base. And as India, you also don't need a lot of hunts.
True, yeah.
The only thing that is dangerous is the exposed mine in the north. That can be quite troublesome. But you can cover this with your defensive Agrafort. And yeah, 100 foot, big treasure.
That is huge for India, especially because I think that makes them age up at 240 if they can properly monopolize in that, if they can use that to its full extent.
And Russia has been nerfed a bit. That Boyars by 5%. Doesn't sound like much, but it is impacting them quite a bit.
Steppenwolf just wrote in chat, "Whoa, Russia, the Steppenwolf guy has balls. I love it." But now out of the stream, my friend. So let's see. Russia, of
I'm not
course.
sure if it's the same Steppenwolf. I think it's Terranigma. Not sure.
Ah, it's just a name thing. Okay, that then
Might be a name thing.
all right. That has caused a lot of confusion for me already. Conqueror versus Turk, 3-2 actually for Conqueror. He really took a good few wins in the last 2 games. That was really interesting and strong from him. But you can rewatch that once it's done. It's not me, yes, Terranigma. Ah, oh, God damn it.
And
you
really
got me for a second. Would have been really fun. Yeah, really defensive, but also kind of covering the woods here, so it's hard to really just siege it from the forward position. Yeah, and
I would have liked it a little more to the left, so I can cover a little more area for the herds, for the hunts.
I think it's because of the treasure, you know? I think you can't just move it to the left there. Without losing the cover of the trees, that is. But let's take a quick look at who won the livestock war, actually. So there we go. Frontline. 4 of them actually going to him. And only 1, it looks like, going to Steppenwolf. That is, of course, that hurts. And the age up is also pretty darn late for Russia. Oh, yeah, maybe it's a 3-minute age up, but India is faster. And that is never good for the Russian player here.
That's a lot of XP trickling in from those 4 water buffaloes.
Yeah, That is really going to buff the XP curve for Frontline. I think. How much trickle do they have? Let's take a quick look. Yeah, 1.12. So
It's like half a TP.
that is half a TP. That's basically. Yeah.
It basically negates their 7% deficit by a lot.
Certainly, yeah. For all of you who didn't know, India as well has a deficit in shipments, so they come in a bit slower. They gain, they need more XP basically than other civs to get their new shipments because they have a shipment bonus, 1 villager for each shipment. So, well, that needs to be compensated for somehow. And Frontline is going to be up in a really strong time. Although he's only building, is he even building it? I don't think he's even building it. Yeah.
It's like the fastest age up time we have seen so far in this series.
And he did not even have a villager on it, so those 100 food certainly paid off. I mean, the blockhouse is out there as well. It has been, let's see, it has been scouted. I mean, I guess that Frontline can tell that what, even though he doesn't see the full building, what that is. If he couldn't, he wouldn't be here yet. And let's see. I mean, India's starting with the foreign logging, quite greedy. I mean, you have to be confident that you can get away with that because the impact, the sudden impact, is not as strong as 700 wood, of course, but a long-term effect, of course, something different. 5 musketeers coming out to start with, and of course 5 Cossacks right after that. What else?
What a classic.
Yeah.
Either 10 Strelets or 5 Cossacks, or 5 musketeers combined with the 5 Cossacks.
Yeah.
One of these 2 stars are always the main opening for Russia.
But Russia now in an interesting position. He, just by showing his Cossacks, he forces the sepoys to back off again and go back in base to make sure nobody gets killed while they're away.
But India continuing to be greedy with the 300 export card. Interesting.
And also, I mean, the macro is wonderful. I think the next one, is going to be the concert, actually. So that's straight built over there.
And you're not even getting idled. Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm. That is strong. I mean, Cossacks taking a turn up there, looking for any villages being up there herding or something, but nope, not going to find
his
them.
herding is on point.
Yeah, that is really
like this was on the start on the river, and now it's right on his TC.
He used his time well. That was well done. And that is just something that enables him now to build on this basis, because he has a lot of line of sight, he has all his buildings down here, and if he just pushes the herds a bit lower even, he will not... I mean, Steppenwolf will not be really able to punish him on his hunt lines. If that makes any sense.
He also has a really nice natural wall in terms of all those forests, trees, and mines. It really makes it hard for Russia to pull in with those Cossacks.
Mm-hmm. Quick look at the deck, by the way. Look at that. Yeah, and also a lot less cards than I would expect in H2 usually for Russia. But that's just my personal... I mean, the person I saw play Russia the most is Moonshine, so I kind of am biased towards an H2 heavy deck, I assume.
Same. He likes a lot to start with 700 coin as first shipment.
To go for Cav, right?
Yeah, for Cossacks.
Yeah, I know that one. I find the idea really interesting, but here, of course, against India, I mean, Sepoys are not as strong as they were against Cav, but they are certainly no joke if they get into melee, so you can't...
They're still good anti-Cav.
Yeah. And Russia...
With a high space melee attack.
Russia basically just building up a strong defensive position here as well. Just training more units, getting more Cav out. The infamous double Cav shipment, of course.
And India feeling ballsy, trying to push out.
Yeah, India just wants... Because India knows that Russia can scale well with them if they need to. Just eco-wise, they're going to outscale them if they can't apply the pressure they need to. And free themselves of the Russian pressure, especially. But I think Russia also knows that they can't afford this fight yet, so...
India actually has more armies than Russia has.
This feels bad, man.
Even town militia coming from the home city.
Yeah, that is... genius, but also desperate. And look at that, the Cossacks, the Sepoys one-shotting, casually one-shotting Cav. in the mix there.
Another one dead. Beautiful fight for, I don't know, for India actually, right?
I would say so, because all the skirms are focused on something else here, it looks like. And Steppenwolf is not able to get any relevant army in there. And the damage he's doing is also not on the units he wants to kill, so...
They also took down a blockhouse.
Yeah, and this one is... They're not finished with the siege yet, so...
The second one is about to go down in two.
Yeah. Need to shoot immediately. Nice one. Getting the Kev out there. But also losing a skirm for basically no reason. Oh, but catching the skirms. That's good.
This is a nice catch up. At least getting like one and a little bit of damage done.
Yeah, but now he has no military buildings. His entire thing has just been pushed down. I mean, people in chat saying that Russia was definitely the Chet choice, but Chet might not be the one winning here tonight. Because the pressure from India is real and it's there. We just jumped back up to 250 people. I'm not going to chastise anyone for watching Age of Empires at this late hour, but guys, don't you have anything better to do? And we jumped back down to 230.
Says one casting.
Oh, good point there, good point.
But the timing certainly does look deadly from India. I was saying greedy for intervention. No, intervention for the 300 export, but he used the 300 export for the
ASAPs, yeah.
Cossacks and ASAPs. So it was really nice.
Yeah, for the Delhi, yeah. But that's just well played. But actually, now that there's no Cav on the field anymore, the Strelitz are just doing their thing. I mean, they die like flies, but they're also taking a lot of shit with them.
Yeah. Not dying without taking some lives with them.
Comment K saying it's 3 PM here. Yeah, I love you too, man, but you know what time it is for us. Alright. Look at that. I mean, he's already on berries. That can't be good. And I assume...
It's always tough to see when you know that Russia has the blockhouse in base against India, who has a defensive blockhouse, aggro fort, I mean.
Yeah, especially if you know that this is the third blockhouse being built so far in this game.
And India's aging behind this. Look at that. Incredible.
Actually incredible, yeah. Just started the age of process, charming the gate, yeah, because what else?
Well, that elephant.
Filmians VS just saying Russia can still come back hard. And then he saw the wonder, never mind. Okay.
He saw that aging. Oops.
Yeah, no, I fully agree with the second statement.
I need 5 churches to come back.
Interesting solution. I just don't know if that is a solution to anything, 5 churches, but you can ask Malta, they can build 3.
But Russia is also aging behind this.
Yeah, they have to. I think there's no other choice, because if they didn't age, you don't have anything, literally anything to deal with the heavy cavalry that can be fielded by India in age 3. And
also no shipments to send as well. I think he's already sent a lot of shipments.
And he doesn't have that many, yeah. Sorry.
Only Boyas and Viceroy remaining.
Fully agree. Yeah, and Frontline now, 41 villages to 37. And now Frontline is getting the 4 extra villages out of the Ottoman consulate, by the way.
And he's more on 40, more like on 48, 49, because he has those 2 trickles also working for him.
True, yeah. The skirms dancing the dance of their people. Yeah, nice. I don't know, did Frontline scout the villages just now when he was over there? He might have, but he can certainly see that there's a dead hunt.
Yeah.
So both players aged up, 5k score difference, alright.
I'm always interested on how much Russia actually underscores. By how much score?
It's difficult to tell. I would always account for certainly for about 10% at least. I always compare it to Lakota. They underscore as well because they don't have that much infrastructure, basically.
Yeah, but for Russia, like all the infantry and villagers are also cheaper. That makes it really hard to see Russia's
Fully
real
agree.
score.
Yeah, fully agree. Yeah, that one server is being a pain, but Steppenwolf saw that it was being scouted. That's why he has the cav up here. He's just trying to catch that raid when it comes in. And there we go. Really well played here. But now, it's fighting time. Oh, please save those guys, yeah. Alright. And one Mahout also being a menace on the field, of course. Cossacks, he can't even afford to upgrade his units. That's hard. I think he should... Yeah, he just bought it. Now getting veteran strelets. That was a quick reaction there, though. Really important in this situation. Oh god, look at that.
Did he send the 3 Mahal shipment?
Yeah, he certainly did.
God. This could be huge, but he has a lot of cav archers, and as well as
4 goddamn elephants there. That's 5,000 HP almost. I didn't think a church helps about that.
Not even your 5 churches.
No. Mahout Stampede is not really cannot hurt you. No, this is the Mahout Stampede. Look at it. I mean, the pathing is absolutely terrible, but
there's also not much left for Russia to do as well. The military force. Like 15 strelets. Oh yeah, he just straightly taps out.
yeah.
Like, nope.
Fully understandable. I mean, only 3k score ahead or 3k units ahead, but look at that. The 3 units just insane because of those H3 shipments kicking in. Kill death, that is a Russian kill death ratio, but not a good one. Not even for Russia.
Man, if you just build the church.
Look at that also. That's villager population, so always more or less close actually. But that's the problem. India can scale really well with Russia, I think. Usually Russia overtakes you as a European civ, but India, because of those extra bumps with each shipment. Yeah, and look at that. That's just, yeah, a bit sad to see, but still a very nice attempt, at least by Steppenwolf to fight this. But Frontline really built up to a really strong timing, in my opinion.
Yeah, Frontline certainly knows his timings.
Yeah. And he showed it off quite sufficiently. So let's get you guys into transition. And now I'm actually quickly going to close the overlay, and make sure we got some decent pictures in here, because we actually got the proper Frontline picture. We don't have one for Steppenwolf yet. But I'm just going to use that one because I imagine he looks like that.
Russia is a very APM and skillful civ too. Don't need a lot of APM for Russia, no. You have to micro-well, yes, but don't need a lot of actions. A lot of input.
I guess it depends.
It's not like Brits, where you have to maintain the housing micro.
I get you. I get your point there. I just feel like with Russia, you have to have your attention on your forces all the time, because you cannot afford to be cleaned completely.
I mean, sure, it is a skillful civ. You have to know the civ in and out. But I'm not sure about the APM point. Because you only have your block houses and stable to manage, and not like any other buildings. Like the Asian shifts or the native shifts, for example, with their community plaza.
True point to all of that.
Didn't pray enough. Yeah, definitely.
I don't know if I agree with you, Jaeger, to be honest. DE has always been about playing FF and so on.
It hasn't. Have you seen the Hauser meta? When Hauser got released?
No. And also
That
a lot
was
of
the all-in rushes meta.
All right, next matchup is up, by the way, and we are seeing two civs that are, I assume, equally broken, but I think the matchup is this time the matchup should be favored for our boy.
The color of red and white.
Yeah. I'm going to quickly show you the matchup. We've got Frontline with the Maltese and Steppenwolf with Ottoman, and in my experience, at least, this should be, at least to some extent, favored for the Ottomans, just because Avos kills everything H2 that Malta has usually. But we will see how this goes. I'm going to put you in transition for a second. Come okay, you could have asked. No, it's just me and Nicius casting since 5 hours.
It's him and me.
Yeah, it's me and you and me. There we go.
There we go.
I like that one, Megas. Well, I played the campaign, so I know for sure that the Maltese will win. I love that
Yeah,
one.
I love that. We're gonna find the what was it again? The Spring of Youth?
Just don't tell the people. Well, yeah, exactly. Actually. All right. AoE 3 is death. OMG. Yeah, sure. All right, guys. If you're ready, we all.
I'm ready.
Let's go for the live cast. So, on the western side, we've got Steppenwolf with his Ottoman. On the eastern side, of course, Frontline with the Maltese. And the map is, once again, Hokkaido.
Curious if we're gonna see the same style of play as we saw before.
Yeah, we just saw that.
Where Maltese goes full greed.
Yeah, could be. The problem is, yeah, Ottoman can just do about everything that Maltese is more or less weak to. So Ottoman, Abus guns and H2 are just a nightmare. Also, FF with cannons behind is also a nightmare because of your infantry heavy composition in H2.
Yeah. Like whatever you do, you're on the back foot on Maltese.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that you can apply here, in my opinion. And the TPs are coming out already. I'm interested in seeing what Steppenwolf is going to play here. Does anybody want to bet? But I mean, he's still chopping wood. So Mosque is there as well. So we're certainly not going to see a double TP. So he's just going for a house now. So a more old school start, I assume.
Mm-hmm. Whereas the do TP would actually be a really great start here because you can upgrade it and only the one TP line would get upgraded, not all.
True, fully agree.
So it would have been like a great start.
You're not buffing your enemy by doing that. That's true. Well, let's see. I'm just going to quickly look at the decks. Okay, nothing from Frontline yet. Makes sense. But on the other side, we have a slightly housed Steppenwolf. Don't make me worry about you. Yeah, look at that. That's a very classical deck for Ottoman, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's really standard.
And of course, we see that good old Explorer back and forth. Which, well, has become quite interesting after the fact that some Explorers are stronger than others. With those general Explorers for America, Mexico, and so on. Guy was pointing out that, yeah, same experience as old school DE with the hunts. Yeah. Some herds, some herding animals are just an absolute goddamn nightmare.
Ostriches.
Oh, yeah.
I hate those.
Fully agree.
They're running so much.
And just you can never catch them if you don't look at them and hurt them every single time you can.
Yeah, like every 7 seconds you have to hurt them, otherwise they're just gone.
Yeah. Otherwise they've run off to the other side of the map. Wait, 7 seconds?
I think it was every 7 seconds you can hurt.
I thought it
7
was
or
13. 10. Oh god, that explains a lot.
Ready, yes.
If it's 7 instead of 13, that means I've wasted half of my time not hurting my hunts. Oh my god, do I even know this game? But yeah, as you see, not too much happening so far. Pond is a very fitting description for a deck here, I assume.
Yeah, not too much water, just one single card, Fish Market. and otherwise pretty standard.
True. On the other side, yeah, I mean, we looked at that one already. The Ottoman explorer going up here, just exploring a bit more. He has taken, yeah, just a quick survey of the northern regions. While Frontline still doesn't have anything on water yet. I mean, the 100 coin is also more or less untouched. I assume that he just has hunting dogs on and nothing else. Oh, true, Bremhard.
And they can slowly see the difference between having a TP and having no TP. Because you can see he has enough wood, but he can't send in German immigrants quite yet.
Yeah.
I mean German tongue, sorry.
No, it's fine. We get the idea.
Like just now being able to send them.
Yeah, I mean he's got a villager queued though, so it shouldn't be too bad. And he can immediately build a house as well, which is quite important as well. So, what is Ottoman up to? 5 villagers first, second shipment not queued yet.
Going for delis.
Oh god.
Is he gonna go for a semi-FF? As we saw in the German matchup.
Could be. I mean, it looked quite convincing what Conqueror did there, but again, Conqueror started differently. So shipment-wise, he should be not as strong as Conqueror was in that game.
Yeah, a little slower, but not by a lot.
Oh god, look at that. He's actually pushing from above, and I love that because what he's doing, he's actively contesting the trade line and putting pressure from him from above. Well, he can just try and wall up here and still has the water eco and just slowly crush his enemy if that works.
I think it's gonna come really as a surprise as well. Don't think he has scouted that at all.
But on the other side, it's huge distance in my opinion too, so that could be problematic.
Yeah, it is quite a large distance compared to just from base to base.
Yeah, and the 4 delis are out again. Let's see what they can do, because nothing here is really exposed if you look at it. 3 delis is the next card as well, so he's really going for those guys.
Oh god.
And he has to look out because there's 5 pikes coming into his base now. Oh, at least onto his trading post. Yeah, that's a lot of damage too. I mean, that thing, that's 45 damage against each one of them.
Yeah, one already going down.
Yeah.
Second one almost dead as well.
Oh my god, but that is... I should have tried to keep that one in place.
You could have tried to garrison him inside the commandery.
Yeah, but
it's a little delay, but it's faster than...
Yeah. True. Yeah, and the TP on the stop being slowly sieged down. I mean, now he has to go back. I don't know if that was worth it. With that...
It certainly was, sort of, because it delayed his pike badge to come out. He only got a badge of 1 after his 5. Which allows him now to pretty much clean up the 5 pikes. No, or actually...
Now it does.
Oh, now it does. My bad. Rip.
Yeah, look at that micro. I love it. I mean, not great. Not perfect, I'd say, but still really, really good. Because, I mean...
It's a really great trade.
Usually,
he lost like 0.
If you right-click that, then it's 1 or 2. It's at least 2, I'd say, that die. And he managed to save all of them until 1. So, I love it. He does have to rebuild that, though. So, that's 200 woods that was successfully destroyed by the 5 pike. Alright, let's see. Alts. Yeah, the weak one's already getting pulled back into base.
Yeah.
1, 2.
Yes.
And 45 XP. No, more. Oh, it's only 45, okay.
Yeah. That one is only 45 actually. But the fun thing is, since he replenishes his HP, he even faster than a normal explorer. Those guys stand up ridiculously fast. And Frontline is housed.
Yeah, and completely idled.
I mean, he's losing all the cavalry, sure, but will numbers are the same now.
But he's doing what he needs to do, delaying Maltese economy to snowball. And it's aiming behind it with Exile Prince.
Exile Prince coming out. Pike's on top of that goddamn TP again. He can just hope he gets another pass, because that would secure his next shipment to be ready when H3 comes in finally.
Sadly, I don't think he will.
No.
Oh, so.
Yeah, look, think about that. You first thing you wake up to is 7 guys hitting you with
Stealing a
sticks
fish building.
until you die.
Then poking you to death.
And now the Airbus guns. And that's the point. I don't think Malta has any direct answer to Avis if they're played properly. And even that... Nah, wait, quick wall. He did it.
Wow, he did it, but he didn't save his villager. But it was worth the attempt.
Yeah, I mean, otherwise would have never gotten that kill that he's about to... No. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, he just nearly broke free of the snare.
Can you just... You know, just appreciate that for a second? That he actually quick wall and it got him all the hits that he needed on the cavalry? It's...
Yeah.
Beautiful thing there. And now the 4 Abbas are going to kill the entire
But we ignore the fact, right? We just appreciate the quick wall.
Yeah, quick wall was nice, but now he's dead. No.
Yeah. Oh no.
The problem here is that Malta needs a huge mass. I mean, they can field that mass, but they can only trade once their crossbowmen actually upgraded. Otherwise, the range difference is so big. You are really not having a good time playing around with that.
Not at all.
And those guys are certainly not having a good time either.
I mean, who would?
Ooh, but that's a strong reinforcement catch here. Oh god, Flo. Oh no, Steppenwolf. Oh, I don't know.
It was actually a really good engagement for Steppenwolf, for Frontline, I mean.
Yeah, that was quite good. I'm surprised myself.
There were like a bunch of cav archers, but they weren't able to deal with the hussars.
Yeah, and those guys cost 160 resources, mostly food. I mean, but at the same time, sheesh. Big ouchie. Yeah, I think that's a very scientific term to say, but yeah, I agree with that, Owen. Big ouchie.
It's a very big ouchie moment.
Yeah. Steppenwolf coming in with 5 more daily to make sure that those Huss are not going to have a good time in H2 either. And the crossbowmen, of course. I like the switch here. I like that Steppenwolf is doing the right thing here to contest that. And the crossbowmen here should not be able to reinforce in time. Usually.
Frontline, interestingly enough, sticking to H2 against the H3 superior army from Ottoman.
It looks like it. Now, it's Pikebow Cav. If you can deal with that well, I see his point. But honestly, Abus still. Abus Cav Archer. We've talked about the combination already, and it's really strong. It's a formidable fighting composition just because of the fact how fast those Cav Archers with their 1.5 attack demolish Cav if they come in close. But yeah, now we're slowly seeing crossbow numbers getting off the roof. But still no Wigner Court though, so that feels weird as well. More Cav coming in.
And Ottoman are on 2TC now, so their economy will be better in...
Oh no. That's some beautiful...
Pathing.
Yeah, but he used that pathing to a maximum. That was really well played here. But I like the more or less military prediction here, or the military position prediction from Steppenwolf. Pulling up his Avis gunners more or less in the direct line where the units actually are. Oh god. Alright. I don't know if he has enough cav archers here.
They are still getting a good connection on those Avis guns, despite all those cav archers.
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised that he getting so many Avis gunners from just 6, 7, 8 hussars.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Well, I mean, those guys, don't forget, they have 350 HP, so it's really hard to get them anywhere. Never mind to get them down, really. Now we're seeing spies being edited in spies. Yeah. Can spies region when idle anyway? Yeah, they can, but really slowly. And I don't think that Steppenwolf saw this matchup go that way.
No, I don't think. Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. Now the big card.
1,000 rests.
And reinforcing cavalry as well. So I don't think the spy are going to have a good time once they pop out of that thing.
He still has cav archers and a few minutemen there. But he has still pikes and hussars.
Yeah, and those pikes, I think the pikes alone will be enough to at least diminish the spy's fighting capabilities.
But there are still 3 spies alive.
Okay, I take everything back. Those guys are fucking monsters.
You know, right? Okay, but 2 of them are like very low HP.
Yeah, thank God. I think Steppenwolf is now thanking the gods for this new multiplayer that was added.
Yeah.
For Skirm against Kev, because that just saves his ass. And now we're again in a really sticky situation, if you want to call it that. Because no coin left in base. And yeah,
Going to the mid coin.
yeah.
Where's TCS?
Oh yeah, yeah. Also stable over here. Tebben played earlier versus Minimodes, and it was 3-2 Owen, just so you know. So 3-2 for Tebben. Yeah, more army over here. Spar, he saved the world again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is about the program tonight. That is what you're seeing.
Yeah.
2 cannons here might also help with the job, but I really love how Frontline is fighting against the Abyss composition of Steppenwolf. I really like that because it's taking cost-effective fights against really, really strong but also really expensive units here.
Yeah. And maybe sticking to H2 was the right decision after all.
Yeah, but I think he will be aging now.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's aging now, yeah. With Adventurer, with the 8 crossbowmen, I believe.
Yeah, because he has taken a lot of tempo out of his enemy, because a lot of shipments have gone through already. Now he's going to go in more greedy, in a more greedy direction. And while he's aging, he's pushing. I'm not going to say a thing. Just directly in there. Artillery taking position.
The box.
And no cav to save the infantry this time. Oh god. If he can run that down, they would be really strong. But he's just going back now. He finished the job, so no quick reinforcements in the Abyss department. And you just age through with the Adventurer.
It should be 8 crossbowmen, right?
Right,
Or
where's...
is it something else?
Ah, there we go. 8 crossbowmen, yeah. I didn't see that there's a commander. I was thinking, where is that shipment post?
And fixed gun is also on the way.
Oh, yeah, that's...
Curious. Oh no, he's
wait.
trained to do the hoop throwers. Fire throwers.
Oh, get me the ring throwers. They know how to deal with the Turks. that was one of the best lines in the entire campaign still.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Training some dragoons.
Yeah, I guess maybe he's switching to that kind of composition, so fire.
I mean, dragoons beat. Yeah, I think dragoons beat the cav archers 1 by 1 because I can kite.
True, the kiting does a lot.
Also the range resist, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure how he wants to deal with those falconets.
Neither am I. But now look at that in the middle. It's going.
Maybe
on.
just running around and just don't deal with them at all.
Yeah.
That's how.
It's also a creative version because. Oh no.
Oh no, that's a. I was about to say, didn't he saw that?
Oh, I don't want to
Huge
look
migration going on.
Yeah. I mean, Ottoman is on 2 TPs, but I don't know if there's anything. Please call your Minutemen there to fight this, otherwise it's not going to be
They'll go
good.
to waste.
Oh, but those guys have to die. I don't think that there's a way that they survive this.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Yeah.
Yeah, and look at that micro, right? That was beautiful. Pulling the cav, the melee cav, onto the skirms. Beautiful shots from the artillery. And now it's all his game here. Look at that. Cav archers in range, just firing it out. Anti-cav that's there.
And now he has dragoons as well.
Yeah.
They just came too late to the rescue.
That was such a strong swing here. If he wins that game, then it comes all back to this one moment right there. Wow. Really diminishing the numbers of Malta. Completely countering all the skirms in place with just basically everything that happened here.
Yeah.
But as Dilsh's nickel dime, I hope I didn't screw that up, just pointed out, we also saw the last spar he dies, so an era has ended. Or an era, I don't know. And now we see it coming, the fixed gun, and that one is going to be a problem. If you don't have culves, and I don't know if Steppenwolf has the economy for that kind of stuff. Is he going to place it right here? No. Oh no!
Has to be careful. Thankfully, the fixed gun is getting good really quickly.
Yeah. And this will just, I think this will tear him apart because the arbors are dead.
Boom. Oh. But I don't think you can control the fixed gun manually, can you?
I do think so. But I won't bet on it. Oh god. Is he now raiding with Order Dragoons? What?
Yeah, he is.
He's taking this serious. Yeah, and look, Malta now upgraded. The range upgrade is not yet there, but...
What are those dragoons doing? Don't engage.
I guess death by Cav Archer. Suicide by Cav Archer in that sense.
Yeah.
Oh, another 45 XP. Lovely. That villager is not going to see another day of light. Oh, please. I mean, I don't even know. Is all... Yeah, it looks like the entire economy for Ottoman is just in the middle right there.
And also just on berries. Stacking a lot of food. Like his entire economy is just on food.
Absolutely, yeah. And, I mean, he doesn't have... He already sent the spy, so there's nothing I can build with it.
I didn't realize he had already sent the spies.
Yeah. Ah, that's the short moment, you know. But now, actually, the moment it looks like those mini legs are actually getting smaller. So, love it.
Oh, wait.
Oh god. Oh god. No, 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 no.
Beginning to look really scary for Malta, that is.
Yeah.
A lot of crossbows. A lot of dragoons. A few hussles mixed in. I think... Fucking it finally goes down.
Yeah, and now he needs to run, boy.
Yeah, you better run, boy. And Steve was also coming in.
Yeah.
So they actually outranged the Ables guns now.
Yeah, Steel Bolt should really seal the deal here. I don't think they arranged them. No, it's 18 and 18, so it's basically the same.
It used to be 19, right?
Also, one thing, can somebody please tell Steppenwolf to upgrade his goddamn Ables? It's not that expensive.
Yeah, please do.
He's just always going back and forth and just, you know, endangering those guys. Oh, endangering. It's the wrong word.
Oh, actually, this fix gonna take on the TC.
Oh god, are you serious?
Yeah, it's gonna take a while, but it's gonna go down eventually.
Threatening, that is the word I was looking for. He's always threatening the units with the least of his care, but now, I mean, the fight is just hard to take. And I think he has to realize by now that even though he might get this TC up,
He won't.
he will. I mean,
Yeah, he's not really just. But not without taking another villager.
No, I don't think actually they died because the thing went up soon enough. Oh god.
3k food. You need to sell the food. Yeah.
But now, you see, he's actually getting an Abus upgrade before he's getting that Abus. You see my problem with this. My immense problem with this. Look, natives here. He could do stuff there, but still, please, before you do anything of the like, please upgrade your Abus. It's still there.
Sell your food.
Yeah, do that too.
4,000 food.
He could age to age 4 by now. Time for ASAPs. Yeah, anyway, so.
Yeah.
That might be the place, especially against that kind of composition, right?
Like, right now you can switch all of his food villagers to coin and be set for the next 10 minutes.
Yeah.
With that much coin he has. Food.
Oh, dude, please. Use the market to get your upgrades now.
Do we see the 5,000 food mark?
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna die with an apple in his mouth. I don't know. If that makes it any better, though.
Hard times.
In his defense, in Steppenwolf's defense, though, we have to say he's playing at the same time. That's Rembo Foodstick. Yeah, greetings go to old man Rembo there. But
imagine the amount of Abus gunners you would have had with like 2,000 coins that he could have gotten with the market.
imagine the value they could have gotten out of these guys if he upgraded them. 20% attack and range.
One more range.
Yeah. Julian can't take the tension anymore.
Finish him.
Yeah. Mortal Kombat. Yeah, let's not move too deep into that territory.
Need more food, yeah. I think so too.
72 villages against... Yeah. Oh. I actually think that you will have traded positively after this, but only because of those guys. Khalid Wraithing. Why is he sticking food for the next game, maybe? It's for the winter. Yeah. I love that one. Please, villagers, retreat to a safe distance from any fighting activity. Go on.
The winter's coming.
I mean, he is microing this really cool, really well, in my opinion. But again, 27 minutes. He has been in age 3 before his opponent, and there's no vet Abus.
No vet Abus and cracking the 5k food mark.
Yeah, casually rocking 5k food in bank. I think that's also why he's not resigning at this point, just because I mean, dude, if you are that many resources, let's look at Frontline. He's stacking not even half, not even a fourth of that.
With a superior amount of villagers.
Yeah.
and he's on water, which makes macro even harder. He's getting it. Veteran Abyss. At 28 minutes in the game. Let's go.
Please.
It's gonna change the game.
Oh no, we don't even see it coming through. Okay, yeah, that. Damn it, man. I mean, he had a lot of great timings, a lot of great fights, but that vet hours thing and the stacking of resources, that just, man, that killed him. That so killed him. Also, the raids up here, didn't see those even. Let's take a quick look. Villager pop, yeah. Casually getting raided down. Radu Kami, how did I'm Turk versus Conqueror games go, by the way? I'm Turk. No, Conqueror won 3-2. Resources, Frontline, 15k more. 5k more in 3 units, but still 15k more. And military, look at that. He was kiting like a madman. Absolutely kiting like a madman. Oh, Tilano's in the chat. Shout out, man. I know it's impossible to satisfy all of us, but still happy that somebody is giving this old game some love, and at least I can say I'm quite happy as you. So, units killed, units lost. Good trade, but well. Let's take a quick look at military unit population. You see that first fight was absolute disaster, and after that he took that trade here was incredible.
Yeah. He was like close to nothing,
yeah,
and killed a lot.
Oh, this remass is just, that's Malta. Malta at its best.
Yeah, that's Malta and water economy.
Yeah. Alright, guys. So, transition period is on. We're going to go into a quick timeout. Oh, yeah. Who's one... Next one is on Acropolis, and I'm going to show you the matchup in a second. But before that, write 1 in the chat, or write 4 in the chat if you think it's only going to be 4 towers per side, and 5 if you think it's going to be 5 on one side. Because we are going to take a quick look at that distribution. 4, 5, 5. Yeah, thank you very much, because that I really want to know. So, the next matchup is going to be the following. There we go.
Oh, I haven't seen that stuff now today.
Mexico versus Dutch. Yeah. And guys, again, it's 1 o'clock in the morning for me, and we've got 265 maniacs in game here. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it to have all of you here. So, without further ado...
Acropolis.
Acropolis,
I like this one.
And I didn't check yet whether or not how many of those delicious towers we have. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 on all sides, guys.
Yes, now it's even.
Nothing out of the ordinary. Yeah. House of Fonar, it looks like with them everywhere. Yep. So usual business just as before. And we've got Dutch versus Mexico. And especially Mexico seems like an odd choice, or for me at least, because I feel like Mexico always profits from early aggression or from timings, not from being safe and sound in their own base. But we will see.
We're gonna see about that.
And guys, not as a moderator, but as a friendly cast, I would ask you not to harass Tylanus anymore. Tylanus, please pass my civ, yeah, because the guy is hearing that. and of China all day long. So
Yeah.
come back to the game with us and focus on that stuff some other time.
Mexico might be also a good pick because they also can go fast industrial.
True, of course. Something that was very meta once the Civ came out, and I think it has a bit dwindled since then.
It's still strong, but it isn't as strong as it used to be, right?
Yeah, as far as I remember, because the timing is not that strong anymore, and also the shipment curve is just not that strong anymore, if I remember correctly. There are a few ways that you can do it still, but there we go. So, what? He's clearing the treasure with his battery tower. Okay, I like that one already.
Yeah.
40 wood for free, basically. Treasures going around all map. Ah, that looks like a neat little treasure for Mexico. My what do we have here? Brown Bear coming in. Mariana Margalanes holds, gets the treasure. There we go. I would love to see some more native action. I know not all people like that, but
I would love to as well.
yeah, we
But
both
those
just
are expensive.
yeah. I guess we both just are one of those, you know, rare native house enjoyers. But it is what it is.
It's also quite pricey for the tax they have.
It's true. I mean, 400 resources just to give you ranged infantry, 5% extra damage. It is 5% damage in all ranged infantry, but still, it's...
And this one can be worth it because I trickle coin. The monasteries.
Ooh, true.
Athos monasteries.
And the text can also be interesting, I think.
Especially the one which gives you XP if you're not fighting. Can be really useful for
True.
Mexico specifically.
Yeah, specifically for the FI, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Now let's get back out into the map. We see some sheep, sorry.
Ships.
Ship or sheep. Whoever knows that book, good luck to you. 5 goats. So it clearly looks like Frontline won the goat war. Lost the goat war. Pretty considerably as well. And honestly, for Dutch with goats, that's quite great because that's makes it just much easier to spam out banks. And especially here, you can just go for 5 banks immediately.
Yeah.
Thought, is Dutch a good pick on this Sith? Or though is Dutch? We will see, I guess. The envoy.
I would think it is.
Military wagon coming out. What? Wait, Frontline actually going for... Oh, he's going for Saloon. Could be that he is...
This is an interesting choice.
Yeah, also, I think he sent the Hacienda twice, if I'm not... Yeah, no, wait. Wrong deck there. Yeah, he sent the Hacienda twice in H1, which can be done. I think that's something that... I heard that from Revnak some time back. So this is going to be interesting. Because basically what you do is you get 200 XP from aging up anyways. So you basically get 2 extra builds and another trickle building that later on is your economy building anyways.
True.
And he's going for cows. Okay, now I'm completely confused. Is he just going to trickle cows like a madman now? How long does it take? 100 seconds per cow. 89 seconds per cow. What is this?
He's also driving a third one.
What?
But did he age with Tlaxcala?
Oh, he did. Yeah, then it makes much more sense. Land grab also being through. Yeah, I didn't see that.
No, it makes much more sense.
Yeah, because then, of course, for all of you who don't know the card, Tlaxcala Textiles, I think, or something. Is it that? Yeah,
Tlaxcala Textiles.
Yeah, basically.
Just 2 villagers per hacienda.
Yeah. Also, when you build it later on, if I remember correctly, so it's just a way to boom for yourself, which can be quite cool.
Yeah.
I
For
haven't
any
seen it.
existing and newly built one.
Yeah, I haven't seen that build though being played ever before by somebody at that level, to be honest.
Yeah, because it's quite awkward when you get like 8 villagers at once and you are then housed.
Yeah.
It's quite difficult to implement that.
Can we just quickly talk about the fact that 6 minutes and we've got 5 banks from Steppenwolf, so that he really wanted it badly, all of those banks right there and then. 700, 600, so he's also only on 20 pop. Nice. This is max greed dodge, I feel like.
Yeah. That's one bit I also sometimes use on team games when I can get away with it. Like full greed.
Yeah. Build limit of those guys is it 7?
It's 20. Yeah, 7. 7 also, yeah. It's 7. He's going for... Is he going for fast industrial? With like a little greed in it.
That sounds like a weird fast industrial.
Like a greed semi-fast industrial, or...
We will see in a second. I mean...
Because he's sending in the cheaper revolutions. It would only make sense if he tries revolt now.
Do we have anything that correlates well with haciendas and cows? Maybe he's going for one of those revolts that auto-trains units from his haciendas. Might be. Just rush the... Julian also pointing out, just rush those 4 towers. Yeah. Let's go back to Steppenwolf. He's actually aging up now. Quite enjoyable. He's aging up with Exile Prince, getting his buildings ready, taking his time, 5 banks, whatever you want. Now, of course, we have the Central America revolts, meaning you get 7 extra villages, but can't build any new ones. Which, well, not all people care for, to be honest. Stop questioning Frontline. He's figured this out. Yeah, well, I will shut up now. You're right. But it does look a bit weird, though. Do you have to admit that, Julian? Yeah, getting full.
I think we do, in fact, see some industrial timings.
Yeah, I mean, the revolt back only cost him 1,000 resources of everything now. And he's actually, researching the Athos Monastery. So we are seeing some native action, I guess. It counts for something.
It's a victory in my book.
Yeah.
I take that.
Certainly.
I'll take that trade all day long.
Oh god, this is bound to be one of those build orders where the other person says, "What the F is going on here?" Yeah. But I feel our dear general is not going to see the day, or the next day. And what do you have here? Oh yeah, monasteries going up. On the coin mines. Very well. Oh no, I don't think that one's surviving. So close.
I didn't...
Oh, he did. He did.
He got scarred.
And the next coin mine is so far away that he's not going to survive. Oh, he just...
Yeah, he's just going to build it there. And it's still not going to survive. It's still going to
Dude, honestly, if he sieges this, he's just going to waste so much time. He can't afford to siege
Yeah,
it.
true.
Just showing you those technologies. Grants a small trickle of experience whilst no damage. So 2.5 XP. That is not a small trickle. That's 2.5 TPs, basically.
Very tiny trickle.
Yeah, very tiny. Well, of course, if you don't fight for 30 seconds. So, nah. Don't know.
It's still useful, especially when you plan on not fighting.
Yeah. Also,
Like,
that one could be fun for Mexico, by the way. If your hero gets knocked out, he spawns Efzones, and I think both of those, the Padre and the General, count as heroes, don't they?
I think they do, yes.
So, you see what I'm going at? That could be potentially something. In a fight, suddenly there's 8 new units in there just because you killed the Explorer first. Stupid man. And we are actually revolting back now.
And we're going to see Efzones too. He's trading some right now.
Actually, we're also on the cow cap. So, some weird stuff is happening. You know what the problem is here? Dutch, I think, is just realizing that he has piss poor siege damage right now with his army composition.
Yeah, it's always a trouble with
Yeah.
Dutch. But is he planning to go industrial himself? It certainly looks like it. Not training any more units.
It looks really weird. Maybe, I mean, if he goes, yeah. Yeah, I think he's all over the place just going for this, for the 4th age. Because he knows that Frontline is going to do the same. I mean, he saw the card probably that he had in deck. Although Mexico is not very telling when it comes to card choice. But nevertheless, he's going to be in age 4. And he will have a decent eco. And Efzones and all that stuff. Oh yeah, I told you. Enables Haciendas to spawn Chinacos. So he's just going to go for what, infinite Chinaco spawn? Spam, what the fuck?
Yeah. That's what the cows were for.
True, yeah, so they could help him spawn units.
Yeah. That's gonna be a little bit faster.
Yeah, and also look at all of those XP being gathered. Well, I don't know about this from Steppenwolf. I really hope that he gets his army mass together. Is he aging now, by the way? Yeah, he is aging. With the Tycoon.
With the coin again.
Yeah. Let's go back to Frontline and see what he's up for. Yeah, he's slowly but surely building.
How fast are they training, I wonder?
41 seconds, 40 seconds.
This is actually really considerably fast.
23 seconds, 50 seconds. 47 seconds. Yeah, that one's just gathering fruit. You need one normal one. Oh, and look at that. Both factory wagons actually coming through. So no, those bad boys have 10k hit points. Oh, that
and if you get the cathedral in the healing aura range, have fun sieging that down.
Yeah. Is it? Yeah, it's there. Look at it. Oh no, it doesn't reach over there. Sorry. Wait a second. No, they are just spawning one by one, right? I missed.
Yeah, they are spawning one by one. Not in batches. That would be ridiculous.
And Ace in chat.
Batches of 5.
The first thing I've heard out of Ace today is, this is a beautiful base. And that fits, man. Yeah, I fully agree.
It is. Not denying that.
8 veteran Chinacos, 10 veteran Chinacos. He's just gonna spam Chinacos now all day long, isn't he?
They are for free after all.
Ah, true. And Steppenwolf, it looks like he's just gonna let him.
Yeah, he's gonna go greed. He's gonna go mercantilism, coffee trade, max out his banks, sending his own to factories.
I mean, look at that giant mass. That's all potential economy, but also military. So really weird to properly put a number or a value on this kind of economy here, because he doesn't have a lot of villages, to be honest. 50 villages.
50 is not bad.
Yeah, but for 15 minutes, it's okay, because the only thing he's done for villages is train them, and then he got 7 from the 7 from the revolution.
And also from the haciendas. 2 of each.
So let's see. Veteran Reuter and Veteran Skirm. Yeah. I like the Opzona being mixed in there. I'm not going to lie. I really like the idea of those guys being in the fight. Also, they are vet teched already, which is quite cheap. And they have a goddamn ton of HP.
But short range.
That is true, of course.
16.
But still a better range though. Still a better range though than any anti have here. So we'll see how this fight comes out.
They're still gonna do the trick.
Yeah, he has 2 of them already. So he's really liking.
And also the big button is on level 10. On level 12.
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
Kevin.
I think it's 12 light infantry as he mounted. What's it again? Or is it just Arizona?
It's the sacred band infantry that you get. It's heavy infantry actually.
Ah, so handicap, right? Musketeers and stuff.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Okay, I feel like I don't want to sound too profane, but Steppenwolf should have watched his ads a bit better.
Probably. Especially with those Chinakos constantly tricking in. Guard being researched at the moment is stable. For those.
Once those guys are gone, this is going to be fun. Because nothing from Steppenwolf is upgraded yet.
I would have loved the H4 card for those Chinakos. That gives them the
the powerful
AoE attack on those Lancers.
Yeah.
So good.
Heavy cannons being on the field now as well. This is going to be a super awkward fight.
Yeah.
And surprise, it is indeed a super awkward fight.
But I think Mexico's actually on top of this.
Absolutely, just because those Charros have an extra multiplayer against, not only hand cavalry, but still.
That changed.
Yeah.
They only have against hand infantry, but still it's H4 against H3 units, partly. And those musketeers are just too late to the action.
Yeah. And
imagine if those 20 musketeers have this action since the beginning.
Even if they were on time.
Arizona just shredding them like there's no tomorrow. With a 3 times multiplier on base. Thankfully for Dutch, he doesn't have the count infantry rifling yet.
Yeah, well, I mean, it doesn't matter because the only thing that could have contested this. Yeah. Now the war gelders are coming out and just trying to do something. Oh,
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he abandoned the town.
And that one has to hurt. That one has to hurt. Because it just
3-0. Not bad.
A 3-0 so far, yeah, from Frontline. Also means we've got 2 more games to watch, guys, with 250 of you still going strong. Apparently some going to sleep and some waking back up, so I'm glad to see you here, Ace. Let's take a quick look at resource counts.
Ace.
Okay.
You might have shooting a cliff and think to do something.
I saw that too and was thinking, no, that's just basic AoE stuff. Cliffs don't matter. Come on.
Yeah.
But take a look at this. Okay, so this looks normal. 6,000 resources more. Steppenwolf makes sense. 11,000 resources more in 3 units. So bad taker for Frontline, actually.
Yeah.
Squirmager, you just missed how Skirmgoon got entirely slaughtered by Is it even H4? I don't goddamn know. Yeah, Charo. By an H4 Cav Mars supported by an H4 native F-Zone Mars. Really weird stuff here. Well, yeah. I'm going to put you guys in transition really quickly.
Yeah, Kevin, I think so too. This game was the weirdest game you have ever seen.
I was just waiting on something to happen. Then it happened.
Yeah.
And
that happened and it was suddenly over.
Yeah. And it looks like nobody except for Frontline was really understanding what was happening.
Yeah.
So guys, next map, who remembers? Map number 4, obviously, Saison. And I will enter the matchup in a second. Just quickly loading into it. Oh god. Oh dear lord, no.
Is it the winter version or is it the...
Yeah, we will see.
Summer? Oh, okay.
Summer version with a mid TP line. So basically just the same as we had before.
Good for ports, that is.
True. Oh yeah, and while we're already talking about it, we've got ports from Steppenwolf, and that's interesting. Yeah, Sweden from Frontline. So that is going to be
for the first time.
First time that I've seen Sweden so far. I don't think the first time in a tournament though, but I didn't see the cast that we saw already today.
Either. It's the first time Swedes. So step up everyone from the Sweden main squad.
Similar, why did the map change, the map pool change after the first series? Because the first series was part of a different confrontation, if I'm not mistaken. And
Yeah, we have like two. We have like Bigs against World
a CMC, it should be. So
Yeah.
Cuirassier Management
company.
Company. And the second
And
one.
the first one was the Blockhouse Boomers against the Mandarin's Duck Squad.
No, that's the one that we're watching now. Yeah, so this one and the one before. So, and all of these fights, all of these matchups between the different teams
have different map pools. Yes.
Wow. So, ready to go, guys? Because I certainly am. So let's go into the transition. And hop into the game. So Portuguese from Steppenwolf versus Frontline Sweden. Let's take a quick look. This will actually be... I haven't seen that matchup quite often before, but I feel like Steppenwolf needs to make some action happen during H2.
I think it's Swedes favored overall. If Steppenwolf doesn't go water, but I assume he's going to. But even then, the water isn't big. You only have 4 whales.
It's not great, to be honest.
Like, you cannot fully commit to water on Saguenay.
You're not on this one, you can't. And first sheep's going out for 90 food as well, going in for Frontline, so he will have a decent matchup. 2 Torps start. Makes sense.
Yeah, and Torps also can easily keep up with the water boom.
Yeah. I mean, I think, as far as I know, the Torp boom is still the strongest in the game, so stronger than Brits, stronger than Japan, stronger than anything.
The strongest house boom in the game at the moment, I'm quite sure.
So, again, the dynamic, or I would say it's Steppenwolf's part to play here. He needs to idle, he needs to destroy, he needs to really delay this boom as much as possible, but also not letting off the steam with his own economy. And we'll see how that works out. Hopefully better than the first 3 times so far. Sadly, we are 3-0 at this point, but we have seen some incredibly strong play from Frontline, so there's no wonder
yeah, he's an incredible player.
Yeah.
Very active as well. He plays like daily.
No. I do also have to say that I mean, the last matchup before the last match we just saw was a bit better. I think Malta versus Ottoman is quite fine. For Ottoman, of course. But the first matchup also is just not very favorable. So, a bit unlucky in that regard as well. Our good boy, Steppenwolf.
With Doozy Fatorias as first card.
Yeah, we do.
Some people like it, some people don't. It's like some people prefer economic theory first than Fatorias because of their scaling. Actually, doesn't have the water lake, does he? Portuguese. I didn't pay much attention.
No, he doesn't. Oh, not if I saw. I mean, that's the Sweden deck, and Sweden looks like he's going to be in water, which sounds absolutely crazy. But okay. Yeah, we don't even have anti-water. So this is going to be weird.
But I found it, like, personally better if you Torp boom first and then go water afterwards. Because you don't have to invest a lot of cards in it, and it's easier to defend.
Yeah, no, I fully agree. Yeah, and look at that. The Hunt's looking really good here for Steppenwolf, so he's really taking under his TC. I think he's kind of expecting a stable start, probably, from Sweden, which they can sometimes do.
It makes sense against Portuguese, or start with a stable start to idle them, because they do have musketeers.
Not true.
But it's much easier to idle them in their TC in that regard.
So 3 villages first, no surprise there. What's the age up? The naturalist, so 2 villages and I think 2 fattened or semi-fattened cows.
Yeah, cows with like 350 food.
Yeah, 75 wood for the Swedish player. That's some tasty stuff. Because that's basically just another torp. Sorry for all those pings. That's just because of me being a POV of Mother Nature, of course.
Poor Mother Nature being attacked.
Yeah, poor Mother Nature. Attacked in all ends. And Dominions going first.
Dominions,
Very
yeah,
classic
standard.
start. Yeah. Also because just for the build XP of all those 4 torps, you're almost up to the next shipment. So once you build them, it's pretty more, you can just immediately send the next stuff, which is usually resources, which you can send right to your torps now. Super efficient, not a lot of macro required, and the rest is just...
And what's the second shipment from Steppenwolf, I wonder? Is it straight up 700 coins, 700 wood?
700 food, actually, and I have no idea what the hell that is.
Oh, okay.
Because he's really... Oh, wait. No, I just wondered, did he have the church card or anything? No, it doesn't.
Just bring the church for XP, I believe.
Okay, now I'm confused as hell. Second TC is out.
Does he has a saloon? Oh, no, it's the trigger from the Fetorias. I was like, wait, where's he getting gold from?
I was for a second, wait, am I just hallucinating because of the late hour, or what is this?
I still use Fetorias.
So the 5 musketeers are coming out. Let's see how this one works out. I mean
the 700 food helps them to keep the 2 TCs working while making militaries.
Yeah, no, I get that point. I just...
But I think Spice Trade would have done the same thing.
But probably a bit slower.
Yeah.
And now we will have anyway. I mean, he's going to have a new shipment in a second or so. And that fight is a fight he should absolutely win if he's not catched in melee. Caught. There we go.
Making some crossbows.
That makes some sense as well. I think you can mix and match that very well.
Yeah, sure. They are countering Karolines after all.
And Frontline here with the next batch of Karolians. 120 torp population already. For the TC4 ports, yeah, sure. Do you just want to look at it, right, Coke? I mean, look at that. 0.5 on food, 0.4 on wood, 0.24 on coin. That's it. They reverted the XP trickle, which I like, because that just gave a lot of tempo to the to ports as well.
Yeah.
So I hope that helps,
we don't
right,
want to talk about the original Fetorias.
Yeah, the original Fetorias.
Incredible.
Really...
Argentinian Union just saw ports and ports and ports and ports.
Yeah. And people
it's so incredible.
Although I played against that one time with Lakota, and I deleted the factories early enough so that it was just an entire slaughter of infinite units from his side against my high quality stuff, killing his heavy infantry in seconds, which was really fun for the kill death ratio.
The artillery foundry plus a leather cannon.
I think he's preparing to push out behind his torp.
He wants to fight this in H2 out.
Yeah. And that is bad for ports.
Yeah, that's really bad news for ports. But he is aging up.
Oh, one thing though, let's not forget what we saw earlier today. If you remember, the fight ports versus Spain. Same map, I am Turk on the left side and... was it Conqueror? Yeah, Conqueror on the right side. So that was also a matter where we said, okay, this is certainly not going to go in the favor of the Portuguese player. But Portugal had an interesting way of fighting their way out here. And I think that could work well here as well. So the same army composition. Portugal aging up with the XR Prince, of course. Frontline, yeah, just investing more into
and he does have access to auger guns, which just completely deletes the other cannons.
Yeah. Only now we see Engelsberg ironworks, so the Dutch, the Swedish boom is not even close to its full potential. Yeah, Steppenwolf.
I realize Frontline really loves the defensive formation stance.
Yeah, I don't really know what it is for here. Maybe just for tighter gathering so it can micro them easier, but
Like same goes for his calf. Like he had a batch of calf out and then he had it on the defensive stance.
Yeah, for Cav it makes a lot of sense because then the pathing is so much better because they don't make lines. Usually when you give them move order paths per occasion, they go one behind each other and then they reform the position right before they attack, making the micro completely effed up if you try that.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
So defense mode just stops that odd behavior. But I feel like the Tansen is just going to go down. Let's see what we've got out from Steppenwolf. Is there some artillery in war? Nothing so far.
No, he spent in 8 Castadors.
Yeah, but I don't think that's the right shipment against this.
Organ guns would have been the better shipment in my honest opinion.
Certainly, yeah.
To deal with those leather cannons. Because Castadors are really low HP, even lower HP than regular skirmishers.
Yeah.
So those leather cannons really gonna threat them. And even more leather cannons on the way.
Yeah. We see goons from Steppenwolf. Certainly the right decision here. Yeah, first one is being sniped out there. I don't know if that's the right composition here from Frontline. I know it looks like it, but I feel like... Oh god, that's the saddest batch I've seen in this entire series so far.
One batch of goon.
Yeah. So Steppenwolf's 25 villages. How?
Look at the resource difference.
Sweden
Jesus.
has, yeah, Sweden is just casually aging behind this. And they also have more villages.
Yeah, Portuguese definitely feel really slow this batch. Because I also got rid of the 5% gathering boost.
Yeah,
on top of the nerf that they got.
Yeah, but I think they got 50 more food, if I'm not mistaken, as an exchange for that. So it's 50 more starting food, that is. Honestly, I'm not hating the goons too much here. It just needs to micro them better. Because they can easily take out the cannons here, while the rest of his army takes out this army here. So I like it. Of course, organ guns would have been probably the more explosive choice, quite literally.
More explosive results. But now he's sending the organ guns.
Oh, and look at that. Infantry guns being researched. A card
getting H4 laser cannons.
Yeah. That's a card that has seen its fair use. Or fair share of use those last few weeks. Last few months, I'd say.
Yeah, that's a card I also really like.
Yeah. Also, I think there was especially spiked during the Ossodrongo era, if I remember, where I tried to make Sweden replayable again.
Yeah, they also get faster, if I can recall. Right?
We'll see in a second. So 170 HP, 3 speed, 40 attack, 3 times multiplier. So let's just see what happens. Yeah. That's over 10% speed. That's a lot of HP.
Also more ranged. Look at that.
Also 25% more attack. Ouch.
Now those guys hurt. Okay, 3 leather cannons against 3 organ guns.
That was so close. Frontline was just about to... His entire frontline was about to perish. No jokes intended there. How is that not killing it?
One volley still not killing it. Wow.
I'm impressed by that. I didn't know it would look like that, to be honest. 33 villages versus 32. So only after 12 minutes has the economy of Portugal more or less caught up with the vil numbers. Just vil numbers of Sweden.
But not even close.
Yeah.
With the top numbers and everything else involved here.
And look at that. They brought some friends.
Yay. They brought his brothers.
Yeah. The goons are on the field as well. Those guys don't have any bigger upgrades yet.
Uh-oh.
Oh, God.
Ouch.
That was some terrible overlap right there. And the artillery micro must be pretty tense. Right?
And the leather cannons also have a better animation.
Yeah. Because they can
It's like instant.
Yeah. You see? Size is not... Size does matter, but in some mysterious ways sometimes.
And not always. You gotta appreciate the little things in life.
apparently, looks like Frontline absolutely is. Okay, I was just...
Okay.
If that hadn't killed, I would have been very upset. What the...
Oh, that's so cheap and yet so effective.
That... Dude. That just looked... Yeah, incredibly strong again, but... I mean, it still looks like Steppenwolf is getting something out of it. He's still not in water. Sweden is slowly starting to go in water because maybe at some point... I mean, he's halfway through his mines.
And he still hasn't sent in the blueberries, the H1 card.
That's blueberries.
Blueberries. They didn't send this one in.
Yeah, it's just... It's often not used, I feel like, because it's just... It does something, but not... The coin... The coin gathering is much more important. Julian, that's not over yet. That's true.
Yeah, it's still everyone's game.
It's the 4th game now, so even if Frontline would win this, there's still one more game to go. Don't forget that. And Frontline is now investing into Culls because he doesn't know what else to do with resources, and it's the perfect call here.
And look at how fast the reds are rising.
Yeah, that looks like just a bad
Incredible.
joke. It's absolutely insane. 0 gatherers, but 600 coin income per minute. Oh god. What is Steppenwolf going to do at this point? He is, yeah, getting 1,000 coins, so he's probably going to stack up in artillery numbers. Oh, maybe just investing into goons. Could do both. I really want to know, we have to ask Frontline after this, why this weird, you know?
Why he's always using the defense stance.
Yeah, that is really
I'm also
It's
pretty curious about that.
irritating a bit. But yeah. You know what the problem is with the infantry guns? I think if they're in H4, and if they have the infantry gun upgrade in H3, they can't be one-shotted anymore. And then you basically take the same, and then they take the same amount of hits that a Hulk does, while being a lot less cost. So
Same goes for organ guns. If you have the 8-3 artillery HP upgrade, then they also need 2 shots on Cobrans to get killed.
which just makes them... That's just one of those breaking points that makes the whole thing much more intense. But look at that.
Yeah.
Unit just going to the right. They don't even care. Some artillery there trying to snipe it, but the Culf's getting all the value that was needed, and all that standing is just...
Yeah, they're binding the town. GG.
Oof, yeah. Look at resources. 7k resources.
7k
ahead.
difference.
Military completely destroyed here.
The rematch is just much better.
Frontline, yeah, that was... All resources gathered. Take a look at this. You know, it's pretty okay, it's pretty even, and then he just goes to different dimension of economic growth.
I think that's when he sent in the ironworks.
Must have been, yeah.
And he also began then going on water as well. Scary stuff, scary stuff.
Absolutely. And guys, we are about to see the last game of the series. I can't even see Steppenwolf Civ, which is a bit annoying. Ah, okay. Yeah, so it's a very classic
131
one.
is main.
Yeah, it's very classic at the end.
We've seen this matchup before, didn't we?
Oh, we did, but not on this map, though.
Yeah, and different.
Let's see if it's this time it's a bit more France favored, because we've got Germany versus France. There we go. Take a quick look at it. That is where we're at. Frontline. 4-0 so far. Really solid performance all through and through from Frontline. Mexico was probably one of the weirdest things I've ever casted so far, especially in this kind of level. Sweden was just plain old Sweden. Straightforward Sweden, I'd say.
Yep.
Well,
As classic as can get with Carolines and leather cannons.
Absolutely. Well, let's see what we can see out of our Germany-France matchup here.
Got it off the classic Nilla matchup, yeah.
And I love those, honestly, because there's just a lot of meta around those. And then again, with the E, you often see surprising stuff come out from players.
It only was Great Plains.
Yeah.
Close enough.
All right, guys. In we go. The last game of the night. Don't forget, we have seen it all now. This is the third series that we're casting so far, and this is the 15th game. We are 6 hours and 30 minutes into it. Let's see if we can hit the 7-hour mark. I don't need to.
We all don't, but...
We all don't, but maybe it will happen. And at least it's happening while 200 of you crazy maniacs are in chat. I'm really happy for that one.
The name is also really great on this map for both nations because all are quite car focused.
Yeah, Cheyenne on the one side. Yeah, Cav build time is improved, and also, which this one I think is also very important if your enemy has got you by the walls, basically, because then you have 12 more bisons to support your gameplay.
Yeah, who don't run away.
Yeah, which is super useful. And the other one, it was Cheyenne, and the one that gives you actually HP, I think, or speed or something.
Was Comanche.
Comanche,
Oh,
yeah. Yeah.
They can spawn you.
Fitting also because that's the same on Great Plains, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like Great Plains, but different straight road line, maybe.
But without Great Plains, basically.
Yeah, it's Great Plains, but without Great Plains.
All right. Germany, I mean, I talked about this start because we saw Germany the last time here as well. Not from Frontline there. And Steppenwolf on the other side. Taking up 90 food. That's gonna be tasty for Germany. Probably for France. Probably a 13 village up then.
Possibly.
And the scout, of course, going places. That's also very important here, the scouting, because I feel like if you can take those settlements as a scouting point, you always should, especially in this map. That's one of the features I really enjoy also from the Malta update, that you can use those as strategic outlooks, basically.
Yeah.
Let's take a quick look at, Steppenwolf is now... I don't think we're going to see a 13-20, but let's see if you can actually pull it off or not. Germany is looking quite fine, actually, if you look at it. But also a bit too close for my own taste. So if I could decide this, I wouldn't go for a 16 village up, I assume. Steppenwolf is actually doing it.
20, indeed.
Oh no, and he just ran out of the food here.
Oh, I really hate when this happens.
Yeah, but
it's so close to H and then awkwardly you have to wait or macro villagers around.
Yeah, but he still did it. I mean, 6 or 7 seconds, I'd say he was idle for, so it's all right.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world.
And especially against Germany, that is some important time. Those 20 seconds that he's ahead now might just make the difference timing-wise.
Waiting.
Yeah, it's just waiting for that shot to recharge, as you can see.
To line the shot perfectly. And you know the usual stuff that hasn't been changed since vanilla. Market and TP getting the market updates during transition.
Yeah, that just
hasn't been changed.
Basic stuff. Yeah, brewery is going down as
against
well.
Germany, you want a stable start, right? Depending on... Or do you want a reg start against Germany?
I think it
I guess a reg start is more safer, right?
Yeah, in my opinion, reg start with musketeers is usually safer because then you can defend against cavalry raids, but also you can try and siege your enemy's TP if it's in the front. If it's in the back like this, that's just insane. If you try... Oh, sorry, guys. If you try to go for that, I think it's not going to serve you very well most of the time. Because then if you get caught out, you will never escape, and at the same time you're so far from home that return is unlikely.
And he does go for a stable start indeed.
Alright, so we're going to see stable H2 care fights, but this time without any important treasures being stolen and the momentum being completely screwed up for one of the players.
Germany now reaching the Commerce Age as well.
Yeah, and of course the three... that's also something. In this matchup, 3 settler wagons, yes. 4 CDBs, yes. That's just what you do.
Senator Wood, yes.
Yeah.
Followed by that. And Ceremony Coin, yes, followed by that. And also winning a church, interestingly. Don't see that quite often.
Yeah, I think he's just... Maybe he just wants to steepen up his XP curve, but...
Yeah, would make sense.
Must have found quite a lot of wood treasures then, if he's able to afford that easily.
I don't know the idea.
Look at that. That coin might just be able to give him his fourth... yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
4th Huss out. That's beautiful stuff.
And even nearly his 5th, but not quite.
Well, at least he can start the next batch earlier. It's also an advantage. Yeah, CDBs are on steel traps already, of course, because that is just what you do with France. And on the other side, is Germany completely butt naked? Is that... Oh my god.
It's Cheyenne.
I just saw. Cheyenne, for all of you who don't know, have a multiplier against Cav.
1.5.
Yeah. So they are actually able to fight this fight. He predicted, he saw the Cav start from France, and he just wrecked him over the head with a little dip into native action. Oh my god.
And Frontline indeed has like a lot of game knowledge and game awareness.
And he's displaying it all right here.
Yeah. But he's getting caught off guard now and able to clear this out.
And the problem here is actually that those guys, they don't have any extra armor or something. They have 300 HP, which is good, and they do 30 damage, more or less, against cavalry, which is the same that cavalry does to each other. So, in a straight-out fight, I think they're just more cost-effective. Yeah, not even that. Oh, but now the fight is his to lose again. Oh god, this back and forth.
Yeah. And he's going to age behind it.
Is he though? Yeah, I mean certainly he must be.
Because he's not training anymore, and his macro seems like he's trying to age. Yeah. But so is France, I believe. Yeah. Making another batch of musketeers and then maybe...
I mean, France also, just look at the decks. I'm sorry, I forgot that up until now, but... France with 700 food? I'm intrigued. And Germany actually playing with the goddamn Scharnhorst reform.
Was it with the Landwehr, or...
That was the one with the Landwehr, yeah. I think all of you guys get transformed, but let's take...
There.
Oh, this is a weird back and forth between Germany and France, but yeah, it really feels like Steppenwolf being in a bad spot because it was just so caught by surprise, and then almost took 2 bad fights. So coin is on the ground though, so both players should be aging in a second. Yeah, Frontline a bit ahead, of course, because he just had the better momentum there. Yeah, and that dude is not... He's not going to go anywhere. I'm sorry, man. Some spears and sabers to the face. Not a nice way to go, but he's certainly tired as well. I was somehow expecting that he's called I Date My Double Cousin or something. Well, yeah. A small mini-mod throwback there. Let's see. Exile Prince is coming and Huss are being built. Huss in transition. Alright. Great call also. Yeah, Score is dead even though because Frontline already aged. And he's investing all his resources that he has right now. Shipment coming in as well. So Score will be considerably worse for France in a second or so. Good thing for France though, this 5 Huss He's actually going to push his XP curve far enough for the next shipment. So let's see what he's going to get. Goons.
5 dragoons.
Yeah, makes sense.
That's
Makes
what he
lots
needs,
of goddamn sense.
actually.
Yeah.
I think the Cheyenne replies against all cav, right? Or is it just against...
It's Cav, yeah. All Cav, that's the
Oh
problem.
god, that's quite insane of a multiplier.
True.
Votre ordre? Prêt. Votre ordre? Oui. Prêt. Oui.
Cheyenne also upgrade to A3, those are no elite ones.
Oh, look at that.
Cheyenne can easily fight that. It's H3 against
Yeah.
H2 up.
Yeah.
But he's deciding not to.
Yeah,
He's waiting for reinforcements, that's why he
Yeah,
was.
that's so good. Because now the goons are basically also nullified here.
Yeah. Essentially. But he has a few skirms in the back, which
Yeah.
helps him to snipe those war wagons.
He's actually playing this surprisingly well for the fact that he should be caught out here by a lot. But I think that fight up there is not really going to harmonize well. No, it is. Look at that. He actually had micro without losing another one. So, I don't know. I guess France still in the game, lol.
Yeah, and scores also dead even.
Yeah, surprised to see this, to be honest. I love the play from Frontline. I absolutely loved it, but...
I see.
Yeah, he's focusing on those guys.
And I assume it also helps for the fact that Germany always has trouble with housing population.
Mm-hmm, true.
And those Cheyenne helping him to not have like so many issues with that.
Absolutely, yeah. Let's go back to our friend Steppenwolf. Yeah, he's sending in skirms. So the skirm war is on now. House is coming up to support enough population for a big batch here. Dragoons and skirm. I'm interested in what he's going to focus on though. So is he going to go more skirm heavy or more dragoon heavy? Because the problem here is that those guys, while they're not lancers, they still have 26 attacks. So they're going to shred skirms if they find them.
Yeah, exactly. And especially since the latest nerf that skirmishers do less damage against cavalry. Quite deadly.
It's now 60%, I think, global multiplier on that, if you look at it. There we go. 60% against cavalry.
Against cavalry.
Ouch, that one hurt though.
It's a pretty scary cavalry mass though from Germany. Not gonna lie there.
Yeah.
But it's a beautiful position for Steppenwolf. Fighting in the trees.
Yeah, so really, but I don't know if he's the one getting lucky here, or if his units are just now awkwardly pathing around this. Actually,
Maybe should have places units more to the back.
yeah.
So he has the natural choke point.
Well, actually, look at that.
Wait, how's he winning that?
I don't know if he's winning that. I just know
how's
two
he
Haas are
training
still
that
alive.
effectively? He had like much more superior mass. I'm confused. I thought Germany would have crushed this with like the amount of cavalry he has.
Yeah, well, honestly, I think the composition was better for Steppenwolf. I think that Frontline is overvaluing his cavalry, or his native cavalry a little bit. But again, I agree with Rado Kamin in the chat, honestly. I don't think it was that great in here. And also, good point to point out, Simsiminics, that the skirms aren't really focusing the goons, so they really did a number on that anti-cav.
Oh yeah, and Cheyenne didn't focus the hussars. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. Oh god, look at that. He knows
Oh.
he needs to run. Those cuirass are just going to
Run.
run hell here. Everybody's fun and games until the cures arrive, and there they go.
Yeah. You know you're gonna run.
And all of us know that he needs to kill that as soon as possible, because his goons are just going to get killed here.
When are the Cheyenne gonna come again? Oh, yeah, actually on the way.
On their way.
On the way to rescue those skirmishes.
Yeah, and now the one cuirass just trying to take the pressure away, but come on. More skirm coming in, but no food is on the table here. He needs to switch all of those to food if he wants to get the batches out, I think. Scum numbers are good. Maybe a wall here or something could save him, but pretty strong back and forth here. But now at this point, after all those cures also being sacked by the incoming cavalry reinforcement, it just feels like, yeah, score also swinging extremely hard in favor of the German player here.
Yeah. And those ain't really paying off.
If you try to go up there, just just take a look. Our game would be over as well. Pathing sucks hard right there.
And this is also a like shock point. So not more than 5
Yeah.
cav units can like be next to each other.
I mean, he's really fighting goddamn hard for this, but
It's still cav on skirmishers.
yeah. And look at that front line now going in with only now veteran Ulans and cavalry combat, which doesn't apply to the native cav, but still goddamn strong. And that, dear ladies and gentlemen,
It's the game 5. The first 5-0 in the series.
was the first 5-0. GG, well played from both players. German doing that. Yeah, I love that. Honestly, I really love that.
Nice touch.
Because imagine if France had done that. Just imagine.
France with France cards. Oof.
Yeah. Yeah, and the trade here was just terrible. I mean, the skirm numbers were quite even, but then the cav came in and took it all away.
Frontline OP.
Absolutely.
OP line.
Villager population, look at that front line, so far ahead here. Yeah, let's take resource numbers. I mean, 2,000 score ahead and 2,000 more from shipment units and so on. Military unit population won't tell us too much because most of the units, or the most important units that Frontline had, were of course
JN.
native units, yeah. So that doesn't count. All resources gathered, you see that? That's just some idling, and then of course France being more or less out there with him, but then he had to spread them all over the map. If you look at that, all over the place, here. He would have been caught in the next few minutes probably.
Yeah.
So guys, let's switch back
For the last time.
for the last time. Yes. Honestly, now I'm a bit sad that we didn't get to finish the 7-hour stream.
Yeah.
But on the other side, I really want to go to sleep now. I guess you too, right?
Yeah. Would be great.
Would be a great thing to have. So guys, thanks to all of you. We were over 200 viewers for most of this entire series. So I'm really grateful to have all of you here and to be able to entertain all of you. I think the biggest respect of mine goes out to the players having played these games, especially the latest ones, but also to you, Nicius, for sticking with me through this entire thing, man. Really, it was a blast casting with you.
Yeah, it was really fun.
An absolute honor, man.
It didn't feel like 7 hours casting, to be honest.
No, but now I do feel like I casted for 7 hours.
Yeah, now it's over. Oh.
Yeah, now all the energy is gone. I hope you guys enjoyed the casts as well.
I certainly did.
Yeah, I did too, man. That was insane. All of you who didn't get to watch the entire thing of it because you're normal human beings, get on it. And you can rewatch that whenever you want.
Yeah.
And now the big question is, since I now finally know how to do that, Ace, are you probably looking up to start a game? Oh no, Harrison is online. So I guess we're just going to wait Harrison, who is in the same... Yeah, he is in the same time zone as I am, isn't he? So I'm just going to rate the ball.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, he is. Maybe like 1 hour difference, maybe at best.
Yeah. So thanks to you guys, for all of you, for supporting us. I would read out the partner cleanse right now usually. So, but the point is, I actually misplaced the sheet where I have those written down, and I'm god awfully tired, so we will skip it this time. Still a huge thanks to all of the people who supported us, to all the clients that are here, to all the viewers, and let's get you guys on the train right over to Harrison. So, or is that, did I see that wrong? No, he's online, isn't he?
He is on, yeah. Harrison underscore AOE.
So good luck with Harrison, guys. Enjoy whatever content is there or is going to be there. And enjoy the rest of your night. Good night,
Night
guys.
or day. For all those Americans who just woke up.
Yeah. And for those night owls who stuck with whatever. Off you go, guys.
Off you go.